is another whisper video. The last video dealt with the subject of forgiveness and love. This is kind of a sequel to the last video, and more specifically, this is about abuse. Unfortunately, I think we all know all too well about the subject of abuse. Now, for most people, being in an abusive relationship may be because that's what they were brought up with in their lives. But the cycle of abuse has to stop at some point. Most of the time, the perception is if you are in an abusive relationship, it is usually just by the stereotype that the man is the abuser and the female is the victim or the abused. But that is not always the case. There are just as many examples of the female being the abuser and the male being the victim or the abused. In either case, it doesn't matter who the abuser is. The point of this video is that if you are in an abusive relationship and if you are the one abusing, stop abusing, because not only are you hurting and robbing another person's soul, and you are taking the life out of them, you are robbing yourself of joy and of light and of love. Nobody should be abused, whether it is emotional, mental, and most especially physical. Any type of abuse is the worst type of human behavior. I can only speak from experience. relationship, there is very rarely, a happy ending. It is not a Hollywood, Disney, fairy tale ending. Trying to help somebody through any sort of darkness that they may have, whether it is addiction or any other disorder, is very difficult. It takes years. It may even take a whole lifetime for that person to get over their demons and to conquer their demons. Subsequently, with a person who is caught up in their addiction, the abuse, most of the time will be directed towards you, the person who is trying to help them as a support system. Unfortunately, whether you realize it or not, and I did not realize it until a couple of years, I was an enabler. And an enabler is the worst thing, because then you feel that you, in some way, didn't do enough to try to help that person, because the best way to help is to try to get them help or get yourself help or get out of that terrible, abusive relationship. Unfortunately, as is the case with millions of people, and it was the case for me, I did not get out until years later. And that is one of the worst decisions I have ever made. But I hope and pray that in some way hopefully that the light in the good I tried to reflect to a person suffering from their demons, hopefully that light will get in and save them from the hell that they are in. But it is up to them to get out of that hell. There's nothing you can do, and there's nothing I can do. All I can do is pray for that person and walk away. So if you are in an abusive relationship, get out of there and pray for them and walk away. Save yourself before it's too late, because your soul will be forever damaged. But God is good, and God will heal your damaged soul. And I will pray for you if you are in an abusive relationship. I hope and pray that you get out. This is a short video. I would love to talk about this more. Perhaps I will.